Good morning, beautiful people. Today is Monday, May 4th, and we are going to start now the 6th week of distance learning. So, day 1, today is Monday. There are a few things different about this PowerPoint. Instead of having a daily PowerPoint, this one is going to incorporate the whole week. So if you feel like going on ahead, you can do that. Okay? So, in honor of May 4th, we're going to reference Star Wars of May the Force be with you. Alright, so our daily motivational Monday. So you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So in these moments where if you're ever feeling down or doubting yourself, know that you are capable of more things. You're capable of being strong and moving forward, and using whatever difficulties that you have as motivation to keep motivating you to do better, motivating you to keep going, motivating you to achieve your goal. So there's also Music Monday. I picked the first 6 songs that were nominated a while back, like 2 weeks ago. So here are some of the songs, the YouTube links that you guys provided. The agenda, same old, daily do now, learning target, overview the assignment. There are no vocabulary words for today, and then I will model how to do today's assignment. Okay, so learning target. Learning target, I am learning to organize my notes using Cornell Notes. So I know a lot of you have been using Cornell Notes for English, and you're using Cornell Notes to take notes on the stories you have been reading. Well, now you're going to use Cornell Notes for science. How you know that you accomplished your learning target? Well, you're able to organize your thoughts. You're able to create questions. And most importantly, you're able to gather important information to answer the essential question that I give you. All right, so I'm going to skip this as well. Alright, straight to the assignments, the moment you've all been waiting for. Alright, so the assignment. So today's assignment, we are going to use the article called Above the Fray in Storm Ravaged Haiti, drones help aid to get to where needed. That was a mouthful. And the worksheet that we're doing today, of course, is your Cornell Notes worksheet. Alright, so let's get started. As always, to my left is the article, and to my right is the assignment. So before we start, quickly going over the article, I want to go over how you are going to be graded for the Cornell Notes. So the Cornell Notes has 1, 2, 3, 4 components, and it's numbered from 1 to 4. Alright. So components, you get full credit if you answered everything from the Cornell Notes, which honestly is just filling out the topic. The topic is drones. Name, put your name. Science class, that's done, and the date. So today is May 4th, 2020. Bam, got a top. Essential question is answered. The questions, I will go over where you're going to get these questions from and the notes. And then finally, the summary. So in order to get full points, full credit for the first component, just fill out the page. Half of it's already done in like 2 seconds. Okay. So content. The content of notes display an analysis of the text. The notes go beyond the basic summary. I will show you what that is, but basically when we are doing the questions, you are answering those questions with your own words and also with some evidence from the text, from the article. Questions, I will tell you how to do that. And summary. All of the key points of the scene of the scenes are addressed. Students attempt to summarize all of the main points to their best of his or her ability. So that's this one. So we've been practicing a bit with the prior assignments. So being able to write a summary using 20 words or less. Same thing. All right. So that is it so far that I wanted to briefly go over how it's being graded. Okay, so let's go to our article. As always, closed reading, you're reading the article twice. First time around, you're just getting a kind of hint of what the article is about, what's contained, some of the subtitles that it has. The second time around, we are going to read for a purpose. So let's go ahead and your purpose could be following the essential questions. Should drones continue to be used? And how can drones be both beneficial and a disadvantage? So that could be the purpose of reading. So purpose of reading is gathering information that will help you answer the essential question. Okay. First things first, you always want to make your titles into a question. Unless the title is already a question, then you're off the hook. But if it's not, we want to make it a question. So let's start with the title of the whole article. I'm going to use red because it stands out. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to title this, How Do Drones Help Aid Get to Where It Is Needed? So you could see that the question, the way I converted the title to a question relates to my essential question. So I want to know how drones help the ones in need. Aid, the word aid just means like people who are helping. So in this case, the pandemic, the aids is like police officers, your first responders, that includes EMS, firefighters. Aid can include the doctors, the nurses, the technicians, etc. So aids are people who help. So how do drones help the people that help get where they are needed? All right. So just for assignment purposes, we're going to assume that I've read this, and we're moving on. All right, so I already did the second part already. You can copy the same question. If you want to make up your own question, feel free. So getting a bird's eye view. So the way I converted that question is, what is the importance of getting a bird's eye view? So why is it important for a drone to have the bird's eye view? How does that benefit us? Okay. So we would read Haitians with the group potential 3.0 travel, and just for time purposes, because I really only have a couple more minutes with you, we're gonna read, you're gonna read, and then paragraph 7, it says, with the drones, one has absolutely all the details of the covered area. So that sounds like it would answer that question. What's the importance of getting a bird's eye view? Well, the individual has all the details of the covered area. So that's a benefit. So I'm going to highlight that's important. No detail escapes the eye of the drone. It can capture images. So it can capture images of homes reduced to matchsticks, buildings with blown off fronts, and even rooftops that are missing just 2 or 3 shingles. So I'm going to highlight that because that's important. It's describing the amount of detail a drone can give you. Drones can gather enough information to develop 3-dimensional images that are detailed down to 4 centimeters. So meaning that it's very precise. So drones can be so precise on their imaging, on their landscaping of seeing the area. This is the giant improvement from the roughly 50 centimeters detail that satellite provides. So I'm just going to highlight the first one because it relates to drones and why it's important. Okay. So jump ahead. Let's assume that We did this already together. Once again, the subtitle turning into a question: how will aid flow a bit faster? So how will drones help the people that are helping get to where they're needed faster? And I read it, and then I saw on paragraph 12, drones are faster and much cheaper to operate than helicopters, and can be piloted from the ground. Okay. In paragraph 13, we learned that there was a massive earthquake, and much of the international aid flooded in was mismanaged and went to waste. And on paragraph 14, you could see, before the foreigners get here, so people outside from the country that are not native to Haiti, we Haitians have time to produce images that can be used. This will allow the aid to flow a bit faster, said Jean. Right. So, off the bat, we did 2 paragraphs together. So let's go to how are we going to use our skills in closed reading to help us do Cornell Notes. Well, let's go to the Cornell Notes. So, Cornell Notes, if I didn't give you an essential question, then your essential question would come from the title of the article. But I did give you an essential question. So let's go straight to questions. Okay. So you're gonna, if you want to copy and paste, by all means, but you're going to copy and paste the question that you made from that subtitle. Because this is your work, you're going to have it in black font, and I would keep it bold. Alright, so what's the importance of getting a bird's eye view? You're going to use the information that you found important as your notes. So it's important to get, it's important of getting a bird's eye view because people are able to see details about the affected area. What else can they do? It can capture images of home reduced to matchsticks, buildings with blown off front, etc. Wow. I need to learn. People are able to see details about the affected area. Okay, running out of time. Going to the next paragraph 8. The images. Let's see. Can capture. Can't type today. Capture important details about how buildings, how the conditions of the buildings, homes are. They are so detailed. I would say the drone, so you don't get mixed up like what is they. The drones are so detailed that they can come up with accurate pictures of the surroundings. Ooh, running out of time, less than a minute left. Alright, just kind of paraphrase the important information that you have. Once again, copy and paste. I would skip a line because you have the room. And then how does all of this that I highlighted relate to how will it help aid flow a bit better? Well, simple as that. One, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than helicopters. And 2, before drones, it was a mess. Like there was no like management. Drones help make it more organized. Anyways, message me with any questions. I hope this helped you get started at least. Bye.